Hello, welcome back to week 6 of the Half Ironman training program. Hopefully, you're in a very good groove. Training's starting to come together, and you might even be feeling a little bit fatigued at this point, which is why week 6 is a bit more of a rest week. Doesn't mean all the workouts are easier, but definitely by and large, the workouts are much easier. The run workouts are really easy. I still have on the weekend, one of the primary workouts is a Saturday long run, but this time it's an hour and 45 minutes or 9 miles, the lesser of those two. So 9 miles, if you're running 10-minute pace would only take you 90 minutes. If you're running 8-minute pace would take you 72 minutes. So it'll feel like quite a bit of a step down from last week. I did add some more of the mixed intensity work for those who are more advanced. If you're really just beginning and it's your first time, and your conditioning is not that you've been at this sport for over a year or so, you may want to stick to a moderate level for that 9 miles or hour and 45 minutes. If, though, you want to ramp it up, do 2 to 3 sets of 5 minutes and then 8 minutes and then 5 minutes, just like the couple of weeks before where those 5-minute sets are a little bit faster than your half marathon pace. And so you can swing that 30 seconds back and forth, right? Hopefully you're enjoying that workout. And then on Sunday, we're going to keep with building up your aerobic base. So 3-hour and 30-minute bike ride or 45 miles, depending on which one of those works best with your schedule. That's pretty close to about the same for most people. If you live in an area, like say it's still early spring or winter time, and you're in an area where you can't ride outside, then what I would suggest doing is doing a 2-hour indoor bike ride. 2 hours is pretty tough for most people on an indoor trainer. If you're super hardy and you're good to ride 3.5 hours on an indoor trainer, then by all means go for it. Just make sure with the 2 hours that you do that intensity work. So 3 sets of 30-minute blocks, 20 minutes at about your half Ironman race pace. And if you're using Power Meter, you want to be, between 75 to 85% of your FTP. And then right after the 20 minutes, go into 10 minutes that's harder than your race pace. So if you're using an FTP, we're going to bump that up to 90% for that 10 minutes. And then you're going to take a nice 20-minute easy spin aerobic pacing in between those. So make sure you keep that intensity up, especially if it's a 2-hour workout inside. But ideally, you can get outside for 3.5 hours. If you prefer the trainer, that's fine too. I did add for this week, I added for strength training, that's what my abbreviation for ST, a higher intensity strength training session. You can either give it a try and see how you like it, or you can continue to do the 3 different times twice a week strength training sessions that I've had on the program the previous week. So there's options for you. As you get into later in the season, if you love the higher intensity work, you can do that one that I have, the video in this week, or you can invent your own, or you can go to a circuit training class or maybe CrossFit. Just keep in mind those higher intensity training sessions are more apt to drain you. So when you're having big swim, bike, run weeks and you're also doing higher intensity strength training, that may leave you overall too fatigued. And so you may need to cut those high intensity strength training sessions back to low intensity strength training sessions. So I still want you to get the strength training in. Just how you go about that will depend quite a bit on the other factors going on in your life, as well as the stress from work, from family, travel. All those things add up. And so you need to be mindful of that in your schedule, both with strength training and your swim, bike, run workouts, and adjust as you need to so that you don't constantly overload your system with too much stress. When you have too much stress, whether that's self-induced through exercise or the external factors like work, life, the chances of injury, chances of sickness go up. So we need, and this is that whole work-life balance. We need to find the balance that's right for you. So depending on your race goals, also whatever your personal life, work, family commitments are, there's no point in having a great race and ending up divorced, in my opinion. So that your life matters, right? And that's where you maybe need to adjust the workouts as needed so you can still have the life that you want to have and get in the training that you want to get in. So we got to find that balance. Okay, so overall, to recap, just a rest week. A lot of the workouts a lot easier, but we still want to get some good quality workout in on the weekends. Any questions, as always, let me know. Keep going at it. Week 6. So I think after this week, you got 10 weeks for your half Ironman. So it's coming up. Keep working.